Right now, people are making money with ChatGPT, while you're still trying to figure it out. If you are confused and not seeing results, this video is for you. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do step by step to help you start earning fairly quickly. So make sure you stay tuned because this could be your first online income with AI. So before we get started, can I ask one small favour? If you like what I do here, can you please hit the subscribe button? That keeps me energized to bring you more videos. Thank you very much. Let's get into it. Let's begin with number one, which is to offer short form content services for small businesses. If you want to make some money fairly quickly with ChatGPT and AI, just focus on offering short form content services for small businesses, because these businesses, they constantly need posts for their own channels, but they often don't have the time to create them for themselves. So if you are seeing businesses like local gyms or cafes or even online shops and e-commerce stores posting inconsistently on their social media channels, that is a very clear sign that they need some help. Now, if you want to turn this into income fairly quickly, just choose one service with AI, like Instagram captions or TikTok post ideas or Instagram reels, instead of trying to do everything. If you have no experience, you can still deliver really good value by using ChatGPT to generate engaging audience-specific content in just a few minutes. Now, if you can solve the problem of what do I actually post today for any kind of business owner that you work with, you immediately become more valuable. Now, if you think that sounds too simple, that's exactly why it actually works. A lot of people out there overcomplicate it. Now, if you want to get results fairly quickly, then just keep your offer focused and easy to understand. Now, if you are ready to move forward, this one service alone can get you your first paying client. So, if you actually struggle with finding clients, just start where people are already looking for some help instead of waiting for them to actually find you. So if you want quick access to buyers, just set up a free and basic profile on freelancing websites like Fiverr.com, Upwork and peopleperhour.com. Or you can even go to LinkedIn groups and Facebook groups as well. But if you go to these freelancing websites and just search for different listings like Instagram captions or Instagram reels, or even social media manager or social media assistant, to see what people are already actually paying for. This is going to give you an idea of what the demand is like and where people actually need help. So if you have a bit more confidence, you can actually go directly to Instagram and just search for small businesses in your area or in your niche. So if you notice accounts with, say, poor captions or just no engagement or just a lack of engagement, that is your opportunity to reach out to these business owners to offer some help. If you could just send a short message along the lines of, I noticed your posts could get more engagement. I can create 10 better and more engaging captions for you. So that's a simple message that you could send. You are basically offering a very clear solution to help that business owner. So if you want to help writing that kind of message, you can actually use ChatGPT to generate a simple outreach script. Now, if you are consistent with this type of outreach on a daily basis, you can actually increase your chances of getting a reply fairly quickly. If you want to create content that actually converts, so it gets more leads, more sales, and drives more engagement for any kind of business, you need to guide ChatGPT with clear and specific prompts, instead of just vague instructions. So if you are working with a fitness brand, you could use a simple prompt like the following: write 10 to 20 Instagram captions for beginners trying to lose between 5 and 20 pounds in a 2 or 3 month period. Make it very engaging and practical to use and include a very clear call to action and simple, realistic tips that they can use straight away to get a good result. So that is a simple prompt that you could use. Now, if you want better results, just refine the tone by just asking for, say, friendly or motivation and short captions under 150 words. Now, if you can combine this with tools like Canva, you can turn text into simple graphics and actually charge a bit more as well. Now, if you find you're struggling with ideas, you can use apps like Answer the Public or even Google Trends to find what people are currently searching for. Answer the Public is a great tool that will tell you and actually show you what people are actually asking and actually searching for on Google. So it's going to give you keyword insights about what people are typing into Google every month in your niche. So you're going to find out the exact questions that people are asking. And Google Trends will show you the search interest over time for any given keyword or topic that you can think of. So this is a really great way to validate the demand before you actually create any kind of content. So that is Answer the Public or even Google Trends, and you can use both of them for free. Now, if you actually have better inputs, ChatGPT will give you better outputs. So if you want to stand out, you want to always tailor your content to the specific audience that you're trying to work with instead of using generic text. So if you are a bit unsure how to price your service, just keep it simple and keep it low to start with so clients can say yes very quickly. If you want faster sales, just offer small packages like 15 posts for say $9 or even 20 captions for say $16. You want to always give a bit more than what you charge for in the beginning instead of very complex pricing. Now, if you actually have no reviews just yet, this will help you to get your first clients and build some proof. Now, if you want to receive payments fairly easily and quickly, you can use PayPal, Stripe, or even Wise depending on your location. So if you can deliver quickly and communicate clearly with any clients that you are working with, they are far more likely to come back and hire you again. If you think you should charge more later, you can actually gradually increase your price once you have some testimonials and some positive reviews. So if you want consistent income, just focus on getting repeat clients, improving your work instead of just one-time jobs. Now, if you struggle with staying organized, you can use simple tools so your workflow actually stays more efficient as you actually grow. If you want everything in one place, you can use Google Docs to write and share content with clients that you're working with. If you are managing multiple tasks, there are tools like Trello or even Notion which can help you track what actually needs to be done. So if you can batch your work, you can create content for multiple clients in just one session using ChatGPT, which is going to save some time. If you want to improve the quality of your work, you can actually run your content through apps like Grammarly before actually sending it to any clients. Now, if you have a system, you avoid mistakes and actually missed deadlines. So having a system will help you to avoid both of these. Now, if you don't organize your work early, things can become very overwhelming very quickly. So if you want to increase your income from this one skill, you can actually turn your service into a monthly offer instead of a one-off task. If you can offer something like 30 posts per month for $60, you can create a predictable and solid income. If you have 5 or 6 clients paying on a monthly basis, you already have a steady base without constantly searching for new work. Now, if you want to expand from there, you can actually offer add-ons like email newsletters using tools like MailChimp or ConvertKit or Bravo. So if you can actually reuse your ChatGPT prompts, you're going to reduce the time it takes to deliver each project to each client. If you think scaling requires a team, you can actually start solo and just grow gradually. If you stay consistent, this becomes a reliable income stream. Now, if you are making mistakes, fixing them very early will save you time and help you to earn a bit faster as well. If you don't customize your content, clients will notice and won't continue working with you. So you need to make sure your content is customized for the audience and the clients you are working with. Now, if you rely on generic ChatGPT outputs, your results will probably feel low quality as well. So you want to always edit and personalize the content with your own insights as well. So it's AI and human insights. So if you ignore the client needs, you risk losing repeat business as well. So you want to make sure that your content actually solves the problem and fills the need that the client actually wants. Now, if you want to get better outcomes, always ask the clients what their goal is before creating any content. So it could be lead generation, it could be driving more sales, or just getting more engagement on their content. If you can focus on solving a real problem like saving time or improving the business's engagement, you will actually stand out more. If you are consistent with the outreach, the delivery, and improving your content over time, you can realistically start making money within just a few weeks or even just a few days. Let's now move on to number 2, which is to create and sell simple digital products. Now, if you want to make some extra money fairly quickly with ChatGPT and AI, a very powerful and a simple way to do this is by creating and selling simple digital products like ebooks, guides or checklists or even planners. because these can be made very quickly with AI and sold repeatedly. Now, if you've ever seen people selling things like PDFs on websites like Etsy or Gumroad or even payhip.com, that's exactly the business model that you can actually follow for yourself. So if you want to get started with this business model, just choose a topic that people are already searching for answers on. So this could be something like budgeting or fitness plans or studying guides or even side hustles. But you need to find an existing demand and an existing problem in the market to actually create a product on to solve that product problem. So you need to find a need in the market where you can actually create a product to fill the need. So you need to find that problem first, then you can create a product to actually solve that problem. So you need to find an existing demand first. So that's the first thing you want to be doing. Now, if you can solve a very specific problem like how to save $500 in 30 or 40 days, your product becomes much more valuable. If you want to validate your ideas, just search Etsy or even Gumroad and just look at the best-selling digital products within your niche. Now, if you can see an existing demand, you actually reduce the risk of wasting any time and energy. Now, if you keep your idea very simple and very focused and very niche, you can actually create your first product much faster than you might think. Now, if you are struggling with creating content, you can use ChatGPT to generate the entire structure and draft of your digital product. If you want to create an ebook, just ask ChatGPT to outline a very beginner-friendly guide on whatever topic it is with step-by-step instructions from beginner to expert. So that's a simple prompt that you can use and modify for yourself. Now, if you actually have your outline, just ask it to expand each section into very clear and actionable and practical steps and advice for people to use. Now, if you want to get better quality, edit the content to make it more practical and add some examples where you can. So you want to edit the content and refine it to make it much more practical for everyday people to solve their problems. Now, if you can use Google Documents, you can easily organize and format your content as well. And if you want to improve the readability, just keep the sections very short and focused on solving one problem at a time. Now, if you don't rely on raw AI output and instead refine it with your own insights as well, your product will feel more valuable to your audience. Now, if you focus on clarity and usefulness, people are more likely to actually purchase the product. If you want your product to look more professional, then design plays a very big role in perceived value here. Now, if you can use Canva, you can actually turn your text into a clean and visually appealing PDF using some of their ready-made templates. If you want to create a quick checklist or a planner, Canva has some drag and drop elements that make it very simple for you to do this. So if you are a bit unsure about design, just choose a very minimal layout with clear headings and clear spacing. If you can then just export your files as a PDF, it becomes ready to sell very quickly. If you want to add some extra value, just include some worksheets or templates that people can use straight away, and even consider adding some bonuses as well to give it more perceived value. These bonuses want to be related to what the problem is that you are solving as well in your actual product. Now, if you focus on just making the product very easy to use, make it so it solves a real problem, customers will find it much more helpful to them. And if you keep the design simple but very clean, it will still look very professional as well. Now, if you struggle with where to actually sell your digital products, there are platforms that make the process very easy for you. If you want a very beginner-friendly option, Gumroad allows you to upload your product and start selling very quickly. If you can also use Etsy as well, so you can actually reach buyers actively searching for digital downloads using Etsy. Now, if you want a bit more control, you can actually use PayHip or even a Stand Store for social media to create a simple storefront. Stand Store is a very good option. A lot of creators today are using this on their Instagram and their social media channels. It gives you the option to have an e-commerce web store of your own. It's not free, but it is very affordable and it allows you to sell any kind of digital products. So Stand Store is a really good option for selling digital products. Now, if you actually upload your product with a clear title and a good description, people can understand what they are actually buying. Now, if you want better visibility, just include good SEO keywords that people are actually searching for in real time. like budget planner or even fitness guides. You want to go to Uber Suggest or even Answer the Public. These are keyword researching tools. You want to find the words that people are actually searching for within your niche that are related to the product that you are selling. So you want to include some of those keywords in your title and in the description as well. This will help people discover your product very easily on these websites. So you want to do that to make sure that it's going to help you with your SEO. That is a really good way to get more people finding your product so you can actually make more sales. Now, if you price your product between say $5 and $20, it becomes an easy purchase decision for many people. If you focus on clarity and really good value, your chances of selling will actually increase. Now, if you want to drive traffic to your digital product, you need a simple promotion strategy that doesn't require a big audience or even a big budget. If you can use TikTok or Instagram and create some short and engaging clips and videos showing the problem that you solve and how your digital product will solve it for your audience, that is going to be a really good way to go. Now, if you want ideas, you can actually just search your topic and look at what content is already getting a lot of views and just model the concept. Now, if you can use ChatGPT to actually generate those video scripts, you can actually save time creating the content as well. Now, if you include a clear call to action like click the link in the bio for more information, viewers know what to do next. So you want to be telling them what to do in your content. Now, if you post consistently, you actually increase your chances of reaching buyers. If you want to get faster results, you can also share your product in relevant Facebook groups or even on Reddit communities as well. Now, if you stay consistent with this approach, you're going to find the traffic will build over time. And if you want to improve your results, just tracking what works is also very important as well. Now, if you can monitor which products are getting views and sales on websites like Gumroad or Etsy, you can then just refine your approach. If you notice one topic performs much better, you can actually create more products based around that particular topic. And if you want to optimize your listing, you want to update your title, your description and images based on what actually gets more clicks. Now, if you can test different pricing points, you may also find a better conversion rate for your product as well. Now, if you don't track the performance, you may miss opportunities to actually improve the product. If you focus on just small improvements, your results can grow very steadily. If you treat this like a system, it becomes more predictable. If you are making some common mistakes, fixing them very early will help you to get more success. If you create products without researching the demand, you actually risk making something that nobody actually wants. You want to find an existing demand first, find a problem, then create a product to solve that problem. Now, if you rely completely on AI without editing any of your content may feel a bit too generic. If you ignore the design, your product may look low quality or even if the information is really good. So you need to make sure you actually edit things before you actually publish. If you want some better outcomes, always focus on solving a clear problem with some very practical steps. So you want to provide some kind of result, outcome or transformation in your content with your product. Now, if you can combine useful content, clean design and simple marketing, your product becomes much more competitive. If you stay consistent with this and just keep improving, you can turn this into a reliable way to make money with ChatGPT. Let's now move on to number 3, which is to offer YouTube script writing services. If you want to make some extra money fairly quickly with ChatGPT, a good option for you is by offering YouTube script writing services, because many creators and business owners out there today constantly need content but struggle with the ideas and structure. Now, if you've seen some small YouTubers posting inconsistently on their channels, that will usually mean they don't have the time to write the scripts for themselves. Now, if you want to get started with this particular model, just pick a niche like finance, fitness, or even motivation. You want to go into a niche where there is profit potential, where you know people are going to be looking for videos related to this particular topic. So your scripts feel targeted as well. Now, if you can go to YouTube and just search for channels with some decent views, but with poor scripting, you will find some potential clients that you can contact and potentially work with. Now, if you want to validate the demand, just check on websites like Fiverr or even Upwork and just search for things like YouTube script writer to see what people are already actually paying for. Now, if you find that you struggle with a structure, let me walk you through a simple structure that you can use for YouTube scripts. You want to start with a very engaging hook to get the attention, then go into the problem, then provide a clear solution, and then a good call to action. So that's a simple structure that you can use. Now, if you can offer to write just 1 to 2 sample scripts and do this for free, you actually increase your chances of getting hired. Now, if you focus on helping those creators save time and grow their business faster, your service becomes valuable very quickly. Now, if you want to write high quality scripts, you need to guide ChatGPT with some very detailed prompts instead of just basic prompts. If you have a topic like making money online or creating a business to generate more income, you can prompt ChatGPT with something like, write a 5-minute YouTube script with a strong and engaging hook, giving me clear steps and an engaging tone. So there's a simple prompt that you can use and tweak for yourself. Now, if you want to get better results, you want to include the target audience and the video style, such as beginner friendly or even fast paced. Now, if you can, you want to study top performing videos as well within your niche. This is going to help with some research. So you can actually analyze their structure and just replicate and model what is actually working for them. Now, if you want to improve engagement, just use tools like TubeBuddy or even vidIQ. These are really good apps that work within YouTube to find high performing keywords and help with SEO and keyword research topics. Now, if you can edit the script to make it sound more natural and more conversational as well, it will actually usually perform better. Now, if you struggle with hooks, just ask ChatGPT to generate multiple options and just pick the strongest one. Now, if you focus on that clarity and that flow, your scripts will actually stand out more. Now, if you want to turn this into income fairly quickly, just focus on some simple offers and some consistent outreach. If you can offer packages like, say, 3 to 5 scripts for, say, $15, just start with a small fee to start off with. Clients can easily understand the value that you are giving to them. You are saving them time. Now, if you want to get paid, you can use PayPal or even Stripe for those quick transactions. Now, if you can reach out to YouTubers directly via email or even on Instagram, you can land clients a bit faster than waiting on these different platforms. So if you like efficiency, you want to create a repeatable workflow using Google Docs for writing, and you can use Grammarly for editing. Now, if you can deliver scripts within just say 12 to 48 hours or even under 24 hours, you actually increase your chances of getting repeat work. If you struggle with the scaling, just reuse your best prompts to save you some time. Now, if you avoid generic scripts and focus on helping those creators grow their channels, you can actually build a steady income from this one skill. Well, that's it for this video. Now, if you're serious about building your online business and creating new online income streams, take the next step now. Click the link below in the description or in the top pinned comment, where you can find some free guides and free resources to help you get started right away with starting an online business and creating new income streams. These free resources will teach you step by step how to create a successful online business and help you to create new online income streams. So I know these will be very helpful for you as well. So don't wait, take action today. You can go and click the link below in the description and start your journey right now. And thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos. It really does energize me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. And if you want to connect on social, you can find me on LinkedIn and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.